Welcome back to Tightwad Workshop. Today we're going to be doing some towing tests using this MG4 EV. I'll just finish hitching up, then we'll load the trailer with some ballast weight. For heavy loads, it's best to keep the weight centred just a little bit forward of the trailer axle, so I'll use these pieces of wood to set up some blocking. For more information about securing loads, I really recommend this guidebook. It's a free download and it's well worth a look if you're regularly transporting cargo. This MG4 is rated to tow 500 kilos, and this trailer weighs 240 kilograms empty, so we'll be loading an extra 260 kilos of ballast weight. In Australia, you'll get a heavy fine if you're caught towing a trailer with an uncovered load, and since I also want the trailer to be as aerodynamic as possible, we'll fit this cover. I don't have any bungee cord for this tarpaulin, so we'll just have to tie it down old school. Now we can head off to our usual starting point for these tests. Looks like my number plate light's wired to the brake lights. I'll have to fix that sometime. So anyway, our home base for these test runs will be the fast DC charger at Lake George Winery. Once we arrive at the charger, I'll scan the QR code into the app and plug in the car. So we're currently here, and once the car recharges to 100%, we'll drive our usual test loop to Goulburn and back at 100 kilometres an hour, which is the national maximum speed limit in Australia if you're towing a trailer. If you haven't towed a trailer before, it's important to remember that your combined vehicle is now about twice as long as usual, and since it now also weighs about 30% more than usual, you need to allow more room for pulling out into traffic, as well as longer stopping distances. Keep your direction changes smooth and steady. You need to drive your vehicle more like a lorry and less like a sports car when you're towing. I'll turn around at the Goulburn roundabout and drive straight back to base. Our next test loop will follow the same route, but this time at 90 kilometres an hour. I'll just have some lunch while I wait for the recharge. The risotto is excellent, just like it was last time. The second loop was pretty much the same as the first, just a little bit slower. Let's plug in for another recharge and enjoy a cool, refreshing drink while we wait. Our third loop will follow the same route again, but this time at 80 kilometres an hour. Travelling at this speed means you get overtaken by almost every other vehicle on the road. Let's plug the car back in for a final recharge, then enjoy a short ride on the tractor, and finally head home to analyse our data. We'll use the car's reported results from each of the 3 test runs, as well as the electricity usage and price info from the charger, to update our spreadsheet from the last MG4 video. I'll just copy the previous highway testing block here. I might give it a different colour to show the groups too. And a title row up top might be a good idea as well. Now I'll just plug in the numbers from our 3 trailer towing tests. So basically our testing shows that towing a 500 kilo trailer gives about the same range that you'd get from driving the empty car 20 kilometres an hour faster. You can see the matching values here between 100 kilometres an hour unladen and 80 kilometres an hour towing the trailer, and this very precise match between 110 and 90. Now the route we followed for this test between Lake George and Goulburn is pretty flat, but if your travel route is hilly, you can expect to use more power to climb the hills. Of course, you will recover some of that energy while you're descending the hills, but this universe obeys the laws of thermodynamics. And every time you transfer power between your battery and your wheels and back again, you'll lose some of it to heat and friction. You can download a free copy of this spreadsheet from our website. You'll find a link in the video description. Unfortunately, we've completely run out of floppy disks, but we can offer a hard copy version for the low price of $149.95, plus postage. Now if you've made it this far, I'm hoping that you've enjoyed this video, so if you could tap the like button, that might help impress the algorithm and maybe send a few more views our way. We like to maintain a respectful attitude towards the algorithm here at Tightwad Workshop.
Blessed be the algorithm.
That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Tightwad Workshop is filmed in front of a live studio audience.